Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the adventures of Danny and Mike. Let's bring them out here. First up, Mr. Michael C. Morona, wearing some plaid, and Mr. Danny Tamborelli. Wow. You guys, did you plan to dress really nice for the show? Is this like your holiday? No,
I thought this was a holiday party. I've never been to an office holiday party, but I think this is appropriate attire.
That's a shame, because you were a child actor that you didn't have any, you had rap parties you could have gone to.
Yeah, but they weren't in offices, were they?
No.
That's true.
No.
But
they would allow underage drinking.
They were at Cipriani. Are you going right into the underage drinking?
Well, it's the holiday time. There's a lot of drinking to be had.
Spirits are high.
Look at this, know?
Spirits are high.
Oh, yeah.
We just blew 4 people's minds. People assume that, we drank Kool-Aid or something back in the day and we didn't grow up, but we did.
We would have been dead. There was poison in the Kool-Aid.
Well, yes. But you wore the best sneakers. Those Nikes were fresh. Just do it.
Yeah, most of them didn't get a chance to get dirty. We put them on right before we died.
Well, except the one guy that made them all drink it, right? He's still alive.
It was all there in my memoir, We Died With Our Nikes On.
The Michael C. Morona story?
No, the Jonestown gang.
Oh, okay. I just wanted clarification on that.
We already covered Lick'em Aid in another episode.
Oh, yeah. I remember that. Let's go to the audio. No, we're not going to do that.
That's what you're here for.
That takes some digging. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Verbatim. We're going to... Okay. I'll go get the scripts printed out.
Union Hall, can we use your printer?
But thank you all so much for coming out. This is what we're calling our holiday show. So we have some fun and games involved. Fun and games.
Whatever you choose to say works if we keep moving it along.
We've placed effusers. We've placed effusers throughout the audience of essential oils. There's a pumpkin pie spice in this corner. There's a gingerbread in this corner.
There's a cinnamon and nutmeg. Just everything.
No,
that's every holiday recipe. If you want to just take a normal recipe and spice it up to the holiday recipe, you add cinnamon and nutmeg to it.
Oh. Okay.
But not pumpkin spice, because Danny does not like pumpkin spice lattes.
Whoa! Don't throw me under the bus. There might be pumpkin lovers in here. Okay, I don't want to.
Pumpkin lovers.
Pumpkin lovers.
The era of the pumpkin lover is over. It is time for the pine lover. It is piney month. It's December.
It is. Yeah. It is piney month.
It's piney month, and down with the rotty pumpkins and up with the walking through those corridors created by the Canadians who come down and camp out on our streets and sell trees. That urban blight.
Are they Canadians or are they Vermonters?
That urban blight.
I think they're Vermonters. Are they Canadians?
Oh, this is
an
argument as old as time.
Yeah. I can't tell.
This is truly
north of the border.
Truly an argument.
New York State is just north of the border for
the
us.
ages. Yeah. It's all Massachusetts to me.
Oh, I went to school in Massachusetts, and I'm mildly offended.
You've got the round diploma to show for it. Jeremy, how many times have we made a round diploma joke on this?
Several. Also, our text chain has several photos of very thin, round, what we call diplomas. Because he went to a hippie college.
Oh, like the radishes?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, call it a hippie college. It's a small liberal arts college, thank you. God.
Tell me.
I guess, do you know what's funny, Jeremy, is I think Dan's the only college graduate on this stage right now.
No, I know.
That's true. And just because my diploma is round doesn't mean anything. It means that I just have to find the right kind of frame for it.
Yeah, you're still looking for that weird
case. It comes in the same rectagonal, the way. Yeah, that's how it comes.
There's no space wasted in those rectagonal cases.
Mike, I think for Christmas I'll go to Pier 1 or something and get us a couple diplomas.
Look, the circumference is 13 inches. Okay, so that's what I'm looking for. Right. Yeah. Sweet dick joke, dude.
Okay, so what's the radius if the circumference is 13 inches?
Whoa, what?
That wasn't for you. That was for him.
6.5.
That was for him.
That's cool. Hey.
You don't get a coach.
Look,
all right, you used your lifeline.
Here's
okay,
the thing.
you got the rest of the show.
No. Let me just say this one thing. All right, the last time I took a math class was junior year of high school because I went to a liberal arts college. I didn't have to. I didn't have to. So my math skills aren't that good.
I'm only up to. Who was the president last time you took a math class?
Bill Clinton. Yeah. Yeah.
How about we get to some videos?
Thank you so much. Can we move this along?
Oh, okay. We usually take a look at some of these two gentlemen's work from their younger years, and
you didn't ask me to supply you one this time, so I'm kind of worried as to what you found.
Well, would you like to know something, Michael?
You ran out of stuff to find for me.
No. I'm not. It's not my job to produce shit on this. I'm just come here and do my thing, and Jeremy here is supposed to do that, but Jeremy's busy.
I was very busy.
He has other things to do, so I had to go trolling on YouTube to find stuff for you and I. I
don't think you're using that word correctly.
What?
I don't think you're using that word correctly.
Which word is that?
Trolling.
I was trolling okay, I wasn't. I was rolling through the internet with a T. I wasn't trolling people on the internet. I think
so like Adele would be rolling through the internet.
Listening to Adele. Okay, this first one is not Adele. It is Michael C. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Out of my way, Shadow.
The way I figure it, even if I got a job eating eyeballs, it would still be better than the job I had last summer. Seriously. Somehow my brother Pete had gotten a job as a stockbroker. Ellen was teaching old people how to air swim. And me, I ended up on Route 34 cutting the longest, stupidest lawn in the world.
It's a dog-eat-dog world, baby.
Nickelodeon presents The Adventures of Pete and Pete, starring Pete, Pete's brother Pete, and me, Ellen. Today's adventure, Route 34.
Around the 170-mile mark, I get so bored, I begin asking myself deep philosophical questions. Like, do dogs go to dog heaven when they die, or do they go to regular heaven? Then I try to blow up passing cars with psychic energy. It only worked once. Then the heat would get to me, and I'd start hallucinating about Ellen. Maybe because she owed me money, but then there she was, with a popsicle and her air swimming cap still on.
Hi!
I told her I still had 6 miles to go, but she said,
I'll just walk with you a little ways then.
All right. Not bad, not bad. I know what you're thinking. That wasn't holiday themed. That was in the summer. Well, that's where that ends. That's the last one that's not holiday themed.
It was the winter. We just shot that in Florida, so.
Oh, good
dummy.
Point. Good
we
point.
shot that in New Jersey.
Oh, no, we did. We did.
We shot that in New Jersey, and Allie wore her own clothes. That was not wardrobe, obviously.
Oh.
That was not wardrobe.
I mean, mine was wardrobe. I wasn't wearing a suit.
I hope she got the $17 you get for providing your own wardrobe.
I don't think we had SAG contracts back then.
I think we did. I think we did. I don't. That was such a a little Pete quality. Me destroying a car with psychic energy. That totally should have been your power.
Yeah, could have been.
And me in the suit, but
I thought it was perfect for you to showcase your ability to destroy cars once in a while.
I've destroyed more than one car, haven't I?
Well, we destroyed one car on this podcast.
Yeah.
Graffitied and then smashed.
And then compacted.
You can hear all those at feralaudio.com.
Wow.
/show/The Adventures of Danny and Mike.
Episode 5 with Nikki Glazer.
Oh, that's good memory.
Arrivederci il Cavalieri.
Oh, yeah, that's the one. Do you think that I should show my dermatologist that episode of Pete and Pete when I get cancer?
Valid. That's a valid question.
I am a freckle face, a.k.a. what is the other thing? Carrot head?
Carrot top.
We are very sensitive to
Which are green, by the way. Any of you idiots that ever call redheads carrot tops are fucking green. It's the dumbest thing. My whole life, anyone said that, I always call them out on that. That's some bullshit.
A truer truth has never been spoken on stage in all the world.
Okay.
It looks like someone's dying in a hospital right here.
Yeah, they can't see that, but you can.
Thank God they can't see it.
Oh, boy.
So this next one does have a little holiday theme, and it features our very own Daniel Tambrelli. Oh, wait. Let me... hold on. User error.
You don't have to.
Why are you talking like that?
Jackie, we'll hand out the presents soon, okay? Where's Stacy? She'll be here later. We can't sing Christmas carols until she gets here. Why don't you help me put the presents under the tree for now? Do you think I look like a Christmas angel?
I think you look like a candied apple with wings.
Merry Christmas. What did you do that for? You should be careful where you stand, Jackie. Yuck. Mistletoe.
All right, that's it. Let's give that a round of applause for the Babysitters Club.
I just wanted to show everybody in the audience my first kiss.
Wait, is that legitimate? That was your first kiss?
I mean, that wasn't my mother, probably.
I don't want to know your personal business, but
No,
But,
that's a...
Pomodoro Natale.
It takes a lot for me to break that out. Because I never wanted to tell anybody that I was on the Babysitters Club VHS tapes. Until I went to college at a liberal arts college.
And then it let you score.
I used to have those VHS tapes.
I used to tape over them with the X-Files.
Oh,
Speaking
Hey,
of
that just
taping,
shows you you're
speaking of
growing up.
taping over shows for the X-Files, there's a new episode.
continue?
There's a
Where
new
are you
season.
going with that?
There's a new season of the X-Files coming out soon.
Oh.
Do you think that they're going to be better than the old ones?
wait, but
I
there
didn't
are,
watch any of the new ones, so I don't know. Sorry.
But our speaking of old episodes, our buddy Kumail was in the newest episodes of X Files.
It just shows if
It
you're
goes to
enough of
show
a fan.
If you do a podcast explicitly about the X-Files, you might get on the show.
It's basically a repudiation of that
So
Robert
what are
De
we
Niro,
doing here with
Wesley
this?
Snipes movie, The Fan.
What are we trying to do? Are we trying to get back on our own TV show with this podcast?
Restore the Pride. I think it's going to be the same
Right.
motto as Jimmy Hoffa in 1988. The slate.
Oh, my God.
Well, let's give them a big round of applause for those embarrassing
hey,
videos.
guys.
You don't have to. You really
It's
don't.
okay.
This is more. This
it's
is not
all
a-
right. Don't worry about it. I like my old Santa voice.
I
A
was
7-year-old Santa voice is a pretty solid Santa voice.
Okay, I should say for Pomodoro Natale, I was sure that Stacy was going to have hepatitis A because
No,
I
she
just
got
figured it was- I
diabetes
just
because she
figured
ate
it was a-
holiday cookies, man. That's what happens in that episode, okay? Stacy eats. Everybody's eating cookies, and she wants to eat one too, but she knows she has diabetes.
Does she
and
get-
shouldn't.
does she get
She
hyped
shouldn't
up?
do it.
Does
she
she-
doesn't want to do it, but it smells so fucking good.
Does she dance the Sugar Plum Fairies dance?
Oh no,
like 16
no,
times?
no! She just ate a couple cookies and then had to put herself into the hospital. But she comes out
How
at the
old
end
is
and she
Stacey? How
sings
old is
Christmas
Stacey?
carols because I swear that I can't sing Christmas carols unless Stacy's there. Because probably I had a crush on her. Because probably I did in real life too. Anyway, let's continue. Jeez,
Defensive
bringing back
one.
a lot of memories
Yeah,
right now.
I can't sing without Stacy's pancreas right here, right now. Stacy, I love your Langerhans. You set me up for all
I know, I did. And I don't regret it. I don't. Setting you up for things will work half the time.
Speaking of setting Jeremy up for segues,
You might know him from his rewinding Amazon original The Tick, or in the TVS show Search Party, where he played this incredible part. Ladies and gentlemen, Griffin Newman.
You. Hey now.
Woo!
Me and a later guest on the show, not to ruin anything, we're just in the middle of we were trying to parse out, and I now need to ask you because you're an insider here. The Babysitters Club VHS series was a different continuity than the theatrical Babysitters Club film.
Much
right?
different.
Much different.
the cinematic,
what was
cinematic
it-
universe is what
and
you're
the
talking
TV
about.
universe. It wasn't like today's
I mean,
Marvel where the two
No,
unite.
no.
They handshake.
They were very different.
Right.
I think they were like the theatrical Babysitters Club the analogy would be
That was Sony.
Would be
and then
no.
That was in
The
Fox.
the VHS would be PBS.
Oh.
And the theatrical would be MTV.
So you're saying the
They
VHS
were
series
just-
was a little more erudite.
Yeah,
It was your thinking
it was
child.
straight up scholastic.
Sure,
Literally, they were
a
like, you know
scholastic
what?
production.
These books are great. We should probably make something for the VHS too. There are a lot of people that like those VHS tapes.
VHS.
It's
they're
like a tape you can read.
Yeah, they're
Not
like the
beta.
books
We
of
don't want the
movies.
Betamax. We want VHS.
They are the books of movies.
Can I rant about something that has nothing to do with anything other than what we're just talking about?
You're
right
here
now?
for that.
Yeah,
That's what you're here
You
for.
do whatever you want, Griffin.
Big pet peeve in my life. The Madagascar films are in a different continuity than the Madagascar TV show, which is called The Penguins of Madagascar.
Oh, wow.
Which is in a different continuity than The Penguins of Madagascar, the movie.
We have a thing.
Three fucking continuities for 5-year-olds.
We have this thing on the podcast where we talk about protecting the brand. And
Okay,
that is
got
the
it. This is
exact
what I wanna talk
opposite
about.
of
Yeah,
that.
they're wrecking the brand.
They're-
They
yeah,
really
you're
are.
screwing your brand up
Right.
big time.
Whoa,
Yeah.
baby.
You know,
Whoa, baby.
it's like, hey, how many different fonts do you want to use on that poster? You know, one.
you
Really,
can't-
the answer is one.
Yeah, don't
You
Comic
want-
Sans them penguins, bro.
Well, it's also one of those things. I complain about this enough that a friend of mine hooked me up with someone who works at DreamWorks Animation to explain to me why they did this.
I want to hear it from the horse's mouth, or the penguin's mouth in this case.
Was it a good, no good excuse?
I mean, there was a very detailed excuse that was like, well, Rico wouldn't be with the Penguins if we accepted the continuity of what happens in Madagascar 2. There was like something with like character timelines.
This is starting to sound like algebra.
but
again.
also, remember-
no math skills.
Remember in our day, when you would make a cartoon show based off of a movie, they would just reset to whatever people liked about the movie. Like End of Men in Black.
You would cast Ron Perlman in it no matter what.
100%. That would always happen.
That was a constant.
But like End of Men in Black, Tommy Lee Jones is neuralized. Men in Black the series, here he is every week.
There you go.
Because that's what you fucking want to see. It doesn't matter. Just go. It happened in between edits of scenes in the movie I like.
You have
Filling.
such passion for this.
This
It's amazing.
Thank you for bringing me out here. I need a platform, a soapbox. I've literally
Film.
been
Good,
doing it
we're-
on a street corner, and
Yeah.
no one
Thank-
gives a shit.
thank
Well,
God
we're
we're letting him
hashtagging
inside.
DreamWorks,
Yeah.
Madagascar,
Everybody.
Penguins of Madagascar.
Yeah.
Oh man, it's gonna be these tweets. A good thing it's 288 now. You know.
I have a change.org petition. I'm going to throw the link up at the end of the show.
The end, guys.
Yeah. Keep the brands strong.
yeah, that's the whole
Clean.
point.
Please mash
know?
that continuity button.
Please. Please.
Well, what else are you passionate about, Griffin?
Not much else. Thank you so much for
Oh,
having
cool.
me out
Yeah,
here.
okay. Griffin Newman, everybody. Well, we do a lot of discussion about like nostalgia, and
Sure.
nostalgic things.
I'm in
Because
a
we're-
nostalgic
we're-
thing now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
you're in a nostalgic show,
Right, yeah.
so you know you get it.
Yes.
There are people that are very.
This guy, he gets it.
I
This
get
guy,
it.
he
Yeah.
gets it. You know what I mean? This guy.
Well, also, I'll say to you guys, you were guys that I have nostalgic envy towards you. Because, like, I would get so angry when I would see kids on TV and I was not them.
You could have
Same-
installed a
samesies.
surveillance
Furious.
camera in your
Right,
room.
right. But then I have to hook that up to the TV, and then I have to ask my parents if we can watch that instead of
At,
VR.
at the time, yeah.
Right, at the time. But, like, you guys, because you were part of, like, the Nickelodeon system, it wasn't just you were on a show. It was
Pantheon.
also, like...
Pantheon.
I'm
We
sorry,
were part of the
because you're
Pantheon.
part of the Nickelodeon Pantheon.
Sorry, I just like to get that in.
You weren't just on a canonical American television series, but you also got to be part of all the, like adjacent Nickelodeon stuff. So when there was, like, stuff where they'd, like, throw you guys in interstitials and stuff, that's when I get really angry, because it felt like there was, like, a club that I wasn't allowed into. Like, Happy Holidays from Nickelodeon.
Yeah.
I'd be like, that's what I fucking want.
Crossover
Why do they-
potential.
Yes.
Crossover
Yeah.
potential, yes.
It's the
I
same
would
thing when you get mad and you hear like George Clooney doing dog food commercials.
Right.
You're like, son of a bitch, someone could have actually
I
had
coulda
that
used
job.
that. Right.
Why do you need that job?
Right. Yeah. Tamboroni and
Ed Norton, fuck off.
Right. Tamborelli's got residual payments. Let me do the fucking outro for the holiday season. Let me say Happy Hanukkah. I'm Jewish. Give it to me.
5 points.
Yeah.
I ran through Nickelodeon.
You
like a,
you
like
had
a train.
real well, and to figure
I
out
know,
there.
let me
I would
check
say
that. I
like
don't
a
like
hot
that.
knife through orange butter, but that's
Through
fine.
orange
No.
butter? Okay.
I'd say it was more like a sexual train. I think
Yeah,
you were right.
well,
Clippers.
you know,
Yeah.
there's a lot of stuff coming out in
Yeah.
right
yeah,
now,
Yeah.
and I'm actually feel a little. I guess nobody liked me. Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Hey, what a way to turn it on me, huh, guys?
Yeah. No, but you had your. I mean, you did like your full kind of circuit.
I worked for Nickelodeon from 7 to 18.
That's
5
wow.
shows.
Yeah.
Some Kids' Choice Awards.
Do you know what?
A couple big helps. And been slime more times than anyone
Two
else.
fibulotomies.
I'll just say, you just triggered a memory in me, like a repressed, deep-seated memory.
Well,
Not
if it
from-
has
not from
anything
the-
to do with bukkake, I'm
no,
sorry.
not from that stuff. Not from that
and
stuff.
it wasn't what anybody intended. Okay?
I very badly want to be a child actor. My parents would not let me, and I had to fight my way
Smart
through.
parents.
Very smart.
They made you wait and go to school and do it on your own.
I dropped out of college to then do it.
Oh.
Yeah. But I was on a Kids' Choice Award because I won a contest. There was a year, it was the first year that Planet Hollywood was open. And the big deal, this might have been the
In New York?
94, 95. It was the first year of it as a chain. And so what they said was, if you go to your local Planet Hollywood and you fill out your little card, and I remember turning to my dad and going, I got a strategy, I'm going to fill out 2. And then when I won, I told everyone, like, I figured
This
it out.
work- yeah, this
you fill
worked.
out 2, you will always win the contest. But what they did was, I thought I'd 100% cracked the code. 2, and you got him.
Yeah,
They go,
okay.
well, if he wants it that badly, automatically grandfather
Give it to him.
He gets the job.
Everyone had one except this kid Griffin.
Yeah.
What
No
a-
one
he's a-
else was clever
What a
enough.
tenacious young man.
Yeah. It was like 10 different Planet Hollywood locations, and at each one they had a Nickelodeon star with like 15 kids doing a satellite viewing party of the show. So Whitney Houston would go like, let's chicken at New York. And it, yes, yeah.
Right. Sorry.
It was like,
Too soon? Come on. I'm from New Jersey, okay? I can make jokes about other people from New Jersey.
they had to build breaks into the telecast.
Right.
We will-
So they cut to, yeah. And so I was like 5 maybe, and it was me with a guy from Roundhouse.
Yes.
Yes.
Yes,
The
Canadian.
good old days.
Yes. It was a guy from Roundhouse, and they would cut in, they go like, we're having a crazy time here. But there was like, we just watched the show and had like pigs in a blanket, and then every like 30 minutes they'd be like, you hold this noisemaker.
Hey!
Yeah, and then suddenly go 3, 2, 1, and I'd just be spinning a thing in front of the Roundhouse guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just to show that it was a party the whole time, but in reality,
It was a
you've
lot of
broken the
parents
fourth wall for
complaining.
This
everybody.
is what you filled your cards out for, kid.
Yes.
Now whine the noisemaker.
And your parents are still paying for the Planet Hollywood food.
100%.
They're not. There are no deals.
They stuck us with the bill.
fuckers.
Yeah. No, they didn't. I'm sorry. Bad joke. Bad joke.
You know,
We-
Planet Hollywood used to have.
We had to buy leather jackets to leave. we couldn't leave without buying a jacket. They
It
were
was
gonna
God,
make us.
what, those
the
jackets
opposite
were
of a
so
door
ugly
prize.
too.
Yeah.
God, those were ugly
Yeah.
jackets.
There's like a door tax.
The only uglier
tax.
jacket was a Hard Rock Cafe
No,
one,
it's
which
like-
they took from the
Yeah.
same mold.
It's like the tolls on Staten Island. You have
Yes.
to pay sometime.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Yeah.
It's free to leave.
I went to Disney World recently, humble brag, and
Wow.
they still have.
money.
Look, I'm on a streaming show, okay? No residuals. But they still have. I believe the Planet Hollywood only has one location left in the world, the Times Square one.
That still exists.
That's the one, and it's now
That's on
half.
57th Street.
It's lower. It's 42nd Street.
Yeah, they moved
44th?
Times. They
There
moved
was like
Times
it was
Square
next to the
south.
Russian
No, you
tea
know what?
room or
You're right.
something.
It is 47th Street, but it's now they've given up half the real estate for a Buca de Beppo. It's like half a Planet Hollywood. It's like a KFC Taco
You
Bell.
know it's bad when Buca de Beppo
It's a
takes
derby. Yeah,
care of it.
the problem is that
You know what? I'll pay you double for this half.
Sabaro's been eyeing the other half, and so it's going to be a turf war right up against him like that.
That's that old adage. You know it's time to leave the party when Buca de Beppo shows
Yeah.
up.
Oh fuck.
So we got out of Times Square real estate.
Yeah. Oh, but so like Planet Hollywood like doesn't really exist as a chain anymore, and there is a gift shop at Disney World that is solely Planet Hollywood merchandise. And I saw it, I was like,
What city are you from? Los Angeles? We got a T-shirt.
that's what it was.
It's like-
I was like, oh, it's Planet Hollywood. It's probably movie stuff in there. And I went in, it was literally just the Planet Hollywood logo in different cities
Oh,
on different
man.
items of clothing.
Onesies, I feel like you see onesies with every
Yes.
type of logo.
A lot of leather jackets, different colors, keychains.
Ooh, leather onesies. Planet
When you get
Hollywood,
it-
call me, $1 billion idea. Leather onesies.
Well, they thought it was a good idea at the time.
That was a great
That's
idea.
why they bought crates and crates and crates of this shit.
You think they haven't produced new Planet Hollywood
no
merchandise
way.
in 15
No,
years? They're
They've
just still running
they've
out
never produced
No.
any more than the original run.
the first batch.
Yeah.
Still the very unbreathable cotton.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Thick
all,
shirts.
It's all signed by, what do you call it? Candidate Arnold Schwarzenegger.
They have a movie theater in the one in New York. In the basement, they have like a private screening room where you could watch stuff. I did.
What kind of stuff?
Do you remember USA used to have those Up All Nights?
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So they did a Problem Child one, and I was the Problem Child for Gilbert Gottfried, who was doing the Up All Night. That was a humble brag too, because I worked with Gilbert.
Wait, so
I'm going to have to come
wait,
up with a humble brag real
No big deal.
So the bit was the superstructure of the Problem Child Marathon was Gilbert Godfrey hosting an evening of programming, but he
And
also himself,
He also
was
himself
afflicted
he
with
had
a problematic
problem child.
child.
Was
He was also a
interacting.
redhead.
Very meta.
Yeah, it was super meta.
Did the TBS Up All Nights always have like the host coming up against these struggles?
It was a
of the
related-
movie?
I think
Topical.
it was something that they had to tie in each time.
I hope they never did Philadelphia. You know, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Well, we tried to get Freddie Mercury, but
We lost Philadelphia.
Yeah.
guys, come on, At least I'm eliciting something from you, okay? It
That's
could be
that's
a
how
groan
we
or
lost
not.
It could
Freddie
be
Mercury.
loathing
That's
and
how we
disgust,
lost Freddie
but it's
Mercury.
He hosted an Up All
He
Night.
signed on to do an Up All Night, and he couldn't take it.
Wow.
I'm a fan. I'm just gonna say it.
Of
Okay?
USA.
Freddie Mercury,
The USA
Queen.
Network.
I'm not trying to
Yeah.
be mean to him.
No. One of the greats.
One of our great
Right?
Canadians, as opposed to those who come down here and pollute our streets
Yes,
with Christmas
yes.
trees.
Wow. Don't buy the Christmas trees on the streets in New York. They're very expensive. There's
Yeah.
no reason for
only
it.
Only get real certified lumber from mail order
And you know
lumber
what?
people.
And they really get you because they're like, hey, you get the bigger one, it's less, but we got this small one because you have a small ass apartment in New York,
Right.
And it's twice the price.
Yes.
You're like, here, we got this one for $50 if you can fit it.
I got a Christmas
can't
tree
fit
from
it.
the West Coast. It was. I'm sure the East Coast trees were better and cheaper.
But
You got a
had
West
one
Coast
flown
tree?
out from the West Coast?
Oh, I mean, I didn't see the process. I just saw it on the street on Drake's Avenue, and then
And they told you this is a genuine West Coast
They
tree?
have a
this
new
is
thing.
a noble fur from Oregon, and so I immediately quizzed it as to its motives.
Each noble fur also comes with a iPhone that is already programmed with Periscope, so you can check in on the tree and its whereabouts as it comes to you.
That has to be an actual service now,
Oh,
right?
I'm
They're
sure.
100%
Someone-
is
hey,
a company.
that's it.
You just have to come up with the proper
I've been in
company
a couple
name that
think
has.
tanks recently, and that's the one thing that's been coming
Yeah.
up today, you know?
That is a real...
How are we
yeah.
going to keep track of all these damn West Coast trees coming to the East Coast for Christmas time?
You got to stop drinking butter in your coffee or whatever that shit is.
I don't drink coffee, so
You're-
screw you,
There you
Michael.
go.
Do you drink butter?
Doing okay?
I do. I just drink butter. That's
Yeah.
true.
You cut the middleman out.
Yeah.
Butter and lobster.
Jeremy, do you
That's what I
drink?
drink.
Jeremy, do you drink butter or coffee?
Latter. Coffee.
Okay, I drink butter.
Yeah.
Griffin?
I'm a butter guy, but I'm the butter oil from the movie theaters, just because
God.
it goes down smoother. Do you,
You
know what
can
I'm
vape
saying?
that. You can vape that
Yes.
too. That stuff goes right in the
You
pen.
can vape that too.
Stuff goes right in the pen.
Put it
There's
right in your
there's
jewel.
I think if you're a key PA on a job in New
Jewel.
York, you're not allowed
Yeah.
to smoke cigarettes anymore. You just have to vape these disgusting oils.
That's true. That's
You call
true.
them robot dicks.
Yeah,
they
too.
look like C3PO
These are robot
dongs.
dicks.
Yeah.
It's fine.
I remember like 6 or 7 years ago, I used to host a terrible basement stand-up comedy show, Humble Rag, and there was a comedian who came on stage who was positioning himself as like a Lenny Bruce truth teller, ranting on stage, so fucking
Telling it
worked
like
up
it
about
is.
everything. with like a blue, like the little one that looks like a cigarette.
What's his name? Ethan Hawke.
It was Steven Dorff. Don't get it twisted.
Sorry,
Steven
I
Jerk
think
off.
Steven Dorff and
It was
they look
Steven
very
Dorff.
similar. They could be brothers.
Yeah, but only one of them was in Blade 2. And Blade Trinity.
Was he in Blade Trinity?
No,
Archival footage?
I think he died. He
Yeah.
died. Is he in the? Because Blade is in the Marvel universe. Were you in the
Is that
VHS Blade?
is that fact checkable?
We haven't had a fact
Does
check
nobody really care?
in months.
Because we can just move on. If
What are you
nobody
talking about? I
gives a
posted
shit.
this show on the Blade forums.
Pass. Yeah. Well, actually, yeah. We'll no longer have network neutrality, so we have to host. We have to sort of get some creative in
God,
the
why
way
you
we
gotta
host
bring
the
it
show.
down, dude?
Oh, I'll bring it right back up with
Do
with my humble brag of the night.
Oh, Michael's got one.
Yeah. My
Humble brag it out, bro.
Well, the last time that Dan took a math class, the president was,
Bill Clinton.
and I have a photograph of myself with.
Bill Clinton.
But this is actually a humble brag for Griffin because
Bill Clinton.
my college girlfriend was your babysitter,
What?
and I was in your dad's office and saw that he has an autographed picture of Bill Clinton.
Yeah, 100%.
And
What
himself.
the
His is
fuck?
autographed. His
Wait a
is
second.
autographed. Mine is not autographed.
You've been holding a hot
Creepy.
hand under
That's
the table
the
the whole
whole
time. You know my
time.
dad?
The whole time.
Okay, wait,
yes, I
who
met
was your
Peter.
college girlfriend?
I
seen
think you can. How many babysitters have you
A
had
lot.
who were
I
like
had-
excellent
He was a
filmmakers?
real
who were
shit
excellent
kid.
filmmakers?
The problem
I
was
don't know. I'm not.
Yeah.
I don't know who is.
I'm looking at you. Come on, give him clues.
Yeah, give me
Oh,
clues. Do you know who it is?
Bill Clinton.
Chelsea. Chelsea's great. Chelsea Hornstein.
A wonderful producer, and yeah, he had a great picture of like my picture with Bill Clinton was like kind of like we're shaking hands.
And you got fucked up hair.
But I do have fucked up hair.
Right.
But Peter's picture with Bill Clinton is like they're holding golf clubs and they're looking at something.
Well, I can tell a story about that photo.
Go, lay it on me.
And
Wow.
I hope this
I
is
don't
not...
have I don't have
I
a story
feel
that
like-
tops it.
I feel real creepy. I don't know. I just
Yeah.
as someone who's just looking in on this connection.
Sure.
I feel a little creepy that like you
I'm-
were
I'm
like
still processing
stepping
a lot.
around your
Yeah.
dad's office. Probably went through the desk drawers.
Probably, right, which were filled with all my secret diaries.
Ascribing
That's what put
motives
him in my
now.
dad's office.
But please, Griffin.
I will say, not to split hairs, Chelsea was technically my sister's babysitter.
Ah.
Because
There
my
we go.
sister's much younger.
that mean you
I was
had a
in high
crush
school
on
at
I'm
her?
that
16
point.
and I don't need a governess. I
Yes,
understand.
exactly. I did not
Yes,
need a
exactly.
governess. But we would have, adult small talk over the dinner table after my sister had gone to bed. Very adult small talk.
I hope she gave
Probably
you
about
good
taxes or
life
whatever.
advice.
She
and-
did. She's great.
Very level-headed.
Chelsea is a wonderful person. But
He cheated on you with her. That's actually
That's
that's
where we
my
were
hot
going.
hand is
That
that
was
I
the-
know.
you have a hot hand, too.
My hot hand is that I know that you cheated on her
But
with him.
we weren't-
I mean, oh boy.
We weren't.
That's not my hot hand. That's the
Yeah.
wrong hand.
I'm trying to figure out how much detail to go in here. And
This sounds
say-
like a YA novel, am I right?
I don't want to incriminate
Girls just wanna read
anybody.
books.
You can put in bleeps.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you can-
sure. I'll say this. My father was independent film producer. He's predominantly a teacher now. He teaches at NYU, which is why his main function there is to tell people how to not make the mistakes he made in his career.
Hey,
That's
you
why,
always
that's why
learn
I'm
from
in
somebody else's
podcasting.
mistakes.
It's
That's
a-
a huge.
right.
That's a huge
Yeah.
thing.
It's the same
He-
reason I'm in podcasting.
He wanted to. I'll give a very abridged version, but he wanted to be a sportscaster. That was like his whole life goal.
Very cool.
And then he got his shot and realized like I don't like being on camera. So then he floundered around for a bunch of years and didn't know what he was doing. And the bar he used to go to, one of the other bar guys was this guy Mark Goodson, who was a game show producer. And Mark Goodson told him, "Hey, if you're looking for money." Because my dad was like an entrepreneur, just like hustling. This channel called Showtime just started. And Showtime wants to, as a competitive advantage against HBO, film Broadway plays and air them on Showtime. So it's like only on Showtime Broadway comes to you.
You got the exclusive.
Yeah.
Miss Saigon on Showtime.
Right.
Whoa.
So my dad had one suit, and he had a briefcase that he filled with Pepto-Bismol because he had gastrointestinal problems. And he would literally sneak backstage into Broadway shows to try and negotiate the rights for these things so that he could get a finder's fee. Not to film it. Not to film it.
Not like it's not like in the movie theaters where
yeah.
you could just go in with the
For the listener,
camcorder.
Michael.
No, you're right.
Michael,
the
hold
ushers,
up the camera.
the ushers
Rewind
are
the
a bit
camera.
more
Yes.
vigilant than that. You're right.
But he did that, and then through doing that, sort of got grandfathered into getting a producing credit on one of them that turned into a TV movie rather than a stage play.
Very cool.
And then he started doing stuff. But his first real movie he made when he had decided, like, I guess I'm going to make a run of this, before 25 years of being miserable and mortgaging the apartment constantly and going, I'm going to become a professor so I can tell people not to get into this industry.
Don't do what I did.
Which is also why he didn't want me to be in this industry, and of course, I am now doomed. But his first movie he did, his first real movie was this thing called...
Blade Trinity.
Blade Trinity, thank you. That's the end of the story. I didn't want to incriminate my father, but he did produce Blade Trinity, and only Blade Trinity is the problem. He didn't do the first two. He doesn't even have the pride of the first two. He did this movie called End of the Line that I've never seen, but I think is some kind of railroad drama. Southern Railroad drama.
Okay, cool.
Starring Kevin Bacon and Mary Steenburgen and Wilford Brimley.
Jeremy, can we get a fact check?
Wilford Brimley.
100%. And that photo that you have seen of my father is him with Bill, Hillary, Kevin Bacon, and Mary Steenburgen.
Okay.
That's the photo. They all have golf hats on. I think they all have golf clubs.
Okay.
But they're the people in the movie. They filmed that movie in Little Rock
In Arkansas.
when
okay.
he was the governor.
Oh, wow.
And so he was like, I'm going to help you out. I'll give you all this money. Come make the film.
And this...
They planted their flag. They started making the movie in Little Rock. He pulled out, didn't give him any of the support.
There's a tax on wearing puffy directing pants.
100%. And speaking into the analog megaphone, rolled up paper with a handle.
Oh, Lord.
But my father has been on this like 35-year crusade against the Clintons since then.
Because they pulled the rug out from
And
under
it's
him,
personal
basically.
to him. And when it was down to Trump versus Hillary, and anyone who wasn't supporting Hillary
He was torn.
like
He was torn.
misogynist, I had to constantly like parse these like things to be like, my dad is that anti-Hillary, but it's because she hurt him personally.
There's other reasons. Yeah, he was honestly wounded. It's not because he hates
lost
all
like
women.
$100 because of her in 1980.
Yeah, so you can see it's personal. It's
Which was like 1,500 in 1980.
I know.
Which is crazy
Yeah.
because my neighbors are probably the offspring of the Polish guys who demolished Trump Tower for like $4 an hour in 1980. The guys who came over.
The one time my father has seen the Clintons since then, I think about 10 years ago, he went to some cocktail party, and they were there. There was some friend of his who I think had donated to Clinton campaigns, or whatever it was. But he was at some big fundraiser thing where they were there, and he went up to them and said, like, hey, I don't know if you remember me. Because my father, despite holding grudges in his personal life, is the most, like, sociable, like, cocktail party dude in the world.
I feel like I met Peter, and he was, busy but very nice. You know what I mean?
Yes,
I just came to
yes.
say hello to Chelsea on, at the office one time.
Humble
like
brag,
that.
yeah.
You got my brag.
You got it in. No, he's perpetually stressed but very friendly. And like we went on vacation, my family and I, for Thanksgiving, and the DeVos family was staying at the same resort. And we had to keep on being like, you can't make small talk with her. Because if you end up in the line at the buffet next to her, you're going to be like, some weather we're having here. And we were just saying, like, don't do it. Like, you can't hold back from making small talk like that. So
Even with them.
Even with them. So he's at this fundraiser thing, and the Clintons are there, and he goes up to them and goes, hey, I don't know if you remember me. I produced this movie in Little Rock. And he goes, oh, yeah, End of the Line. I love that movie. Hillary, remember End of the Line? I watch that all the time. I think that movie's funny. But they're talking about it. Did you find a picture?
Gary, let's go to the tape here.
Is this? Oh, yeah.
Look at Wilford Brimley.
And Levon Helm, yes.
Bad ass.
Yeah.
Wait, Levon Helm?
And then Kevin Bacon, Holly Hunter. Wow, yeah.
Every time I see Brimley.
Brags keep on coming.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's a big one. It's a big cast.
And there was no sign to show the end of the line, and that was
Sure.
the problem with the whole movie.
Sure. Blade Trinity. Yeah. But the other...
You porn.
Jeremy.
The other person who was in End of the Line in a pivotal role was Bob Balaban, the great character actor Bob Balaban.
Sure.
Yeah.
And that was like pretty early. I mean, he'd already done like Close Encounters, it was fairly early. And Bill Clinton was talking about how much he loved End of the Line. It was like, oh, weird, this guy actually has watched this movie like 6 times. And he was like, and there's that guy, who's the little guy in it who's so funny, Hillary? And Hillary goes, Rick Moranis.
It's Bob
And my dad goes,
Balaban.
no, it's Bob Balaban. Oh, no, I'm sorry. At first, he goes, and Clinton himself says, the little guy, Rick Moranis. And my dad goes, no, it's Bob Balaban. And he goes,
assure you.
I swear to God, it's Rick Moranis. Pulls Hillary over, who's in a conversation with someone else. He goes, Hillary, who's the little guy named the line? She goes, oh, you mean Rick Moranis? And my father got into a 5-minute argument.
I produced the fucking film,
Yeah.
okay?
Yeah.
And
yeah.
those
No
scabs
thanks
were
to you.
picked.
I produced
You
the
dirty
fucking film. You
Clintons.
took the money.
Yeah.
The scabs were picked, and it was
I
fresh
know.
again.
It was fresh again.
Boy, oh boy.
Yeah.
It all comes around.
Hillary hurt my father. Wow. Twice.
Wow.
Twice.
I'm sorry.
Twice.
Sorry.
Yeah. Good man, though. Good man.
Everybody
got
on the
the
way out
last
will be
laugh
getting.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy, did we use up all our fact checks on that one story?
You know, I'm a little hungover, and I have no idea what I was supposed to fact check.
That's okay. Let's just
All I
move
know
on.
is something about
Producer
Blade.
extraordinaire, Jeremy Balin, everybody.
To Jeremy's credit, he did confirm that Blade Trinity exists.
No,
Yeah,
he
that
did.
was-
He
And
did.
Ryan-
And he pulled up into the line.
Yeah,
like,
we got a
no,
poster.
Jeremy threw a dinner party last night, which I missed because I was
Jeremy.
asleep.
Yeah, we were.
And you invited all these people too, right?
Well, next one, yeah. Next one. Bring
Okay.
out cake. Hey,
Cake?
Speaking
Ryan
of-
Reynolds
Wow.
is in Blade Trinity.
Yeah. He was the breakout star Blade Trinity.
And if anybody cares, they got a 5.9 out of 10.
Can you
What was
crunch
I
that down
fact-checking?
to
I
like?
don't
Can
even-
you
I
crunch
don't
it down to
remember.
like grade point average? If it was a grade point average, what would
It's
it
a
be?
C minus.
Yeah. Yeah,
Do you-
that sounds about right.
What was I fact checking, Michael?
Nothing.
Nothing.
Just
It's over.
skip
All right,
it.
great.
Wow.
Griffin
this is how we're
Newman.
gonna
Griffin
end it?
Newman.
This is
Everyone.
how we're
He's
gonna
like
end it?
you know him. You know him from his many roles in Things, and also that kind of crusty underground anti-folk comedy that was so popular back then.
So hip. Yeah.
Right? It was
Yeah.
happening.
Yeah.
There was like comedy shows at that point you could judge on flyers, and the flyers that your name appeared on were definitely some edgy
I had
stuff.
some cool,
Yeah.
adjacent sort of. I was there, Forrest Gump lineage sort of stuff. Yeah, the one I remember very vividly. I had a improv group in high school, and it was before like the massive improv boom. You know, this now very very rich. Industry we have where people are making millions and millions of dollars off of improv comedy in New York City.
Totally. And if you didn't go to UCB, well, then you're not making any money.
Right.
UCB University
Yes.
Yeah,
It's an
UCB.
accredited university.
now.
The NYCB Theater of Banks.
Yes. I had a high school improv group, and we couldn't get into UCB because there was one theater, and the gates, and we weren't good enough, and whatever. And the only other improv shows that existed were in the backs of bars, and we were underage, so we couldn't go. But there was one bar show we got booked on, Variety Underground, in probably like 2004, maybe.
And where was that?
It was at the Parkside Lounge.
Parkside. Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
That was a great place.
And-
Was that on B and?
What is
No,
it?
it's on Houston
Houston
and
and
between-
Rivington.
Okay.
Is that
something
right?
Like that.
Something
I
like
used
that.
To live, right down
Yeah.
there.
It's a great
Attorney.
place.
It's Houston
yes,
and
there we
Attorney.
go.
Oh, it's out there.
It's out there. It's close to like the entrance to the
Salsa
FDR Drive.
Saturday nights they used to have in that place. I used to go in there and not dance. I wasn't watching, but I would know. I would watch and be like, "Wow, I wish I could do that."
We got booked to be on this show. It
For the
was like a
listener.
big deal, and we had to go first because they knew we weren't supposed to be there.
Oh, yeah, let's get him in and get him out.
That was the idea. So we literally all ran in with hoodies, got on stage before the bartenders saw us, and then the second our set was done, then we had to run out. But like almost everyone on the lineup after us became a massive star. Aziz Ansari did stand up right after us, and he was like 6 months into it, so we always pat ourselves on the back for the time we opened for Aziz Ansari.
Touched by an angel,
Yes,
right?
it was kind of like that, but it was a crazy. If you look at the lineups and even like who the improv groups were, it was like like Ellie Kemper was on that show. All these crazy people were on that show, and we got kicked out.
Well, first you
you
got
did-
there,
you-
and
but
then
you were
got
able to
kicked
perform.
out.
We got to perform. I got in a good IHOP joke. That was the blackout, so I was running off of that. I was proud for 4 years off of that. Yeah.
Sufficient.
Yeah.
And here he is in a
Here we
basement
are.
in Park Slope.
Yeah.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Well, Griffin,
Thank you.
What kind of plugs would you like to?
Yeah, I'm on the Tick, which we have not talked about at all, which is fine. I'm
you like to?
much happy. No, I want to talk about the
just
Madagascar
wanna have-
franchise. I
Yeah,
had
look,
priorities.
We make
issues.
sure this is like a loose thing, you know. But if there's something you want to plug, we can
greatly
talk
prefer
all
this.
about.
I want to plug the show. I think it's great. I'm very proud of it. I've also already talked about it too much in too many different forums, so I'll just say that you should watch it. I think it's a very good show, and I don't like most things I've been a part of.
It's available on demand.
It's on Amazon Prime if you're an Amazon Prime member. You might not even know you have access to it, but you do. And there's 6 episodes out now, and then we have the second half of our season. It comes out February 23rd or 4th. I should know this better. I'll learn it better at a different point.
Your PR company just called. They just tweeted at us and said,
Yeah.
You're fired.
You are fired.
No, wait,
Yes.
they can't fire us.
And then if you,
Well, I've been fired for less things by other people.
I was fired last month.
and if you haven't watched Search Party, I highly recommend you do
I'm
that.
very that's season 2
incredible.
of the show, which I'm not on, is excellent as well. It's a great show. It's worth watching. But I'm in season 1, and that's I play a real creep.
Oh man, so good. You're so
Real-
good.
real creep on
So
it.
go watch that tonight when you're.
I recommend
when
that. I have a podcast called Blank Check with Griffin David. I host with David Sims, who's a film critic from The Atlantic. So he's a serious person, and I'm an idiot, and we talk about movies together.
It's a contrast. You have it worked out.
Yeah.
Sort of like this podcast.
Yeah, it's like a surf and turf. Yeah.
I call Schwarzenegger, you're the DeVito.
His name is Danny. It works.
Ladies and gentlemen, Griffin Newman.
Thanks, Griffin.
Wait, wait, hold on.
Griffin,
Hold on.
What?
Look, we're
Wait.
gonna we throw to the competition between us. Would you like to hang and
I
judge?
would love to.
We're just gonna do some
Good.
holiday-related.
Great.
That's fine.
Great.
Fun and games.
Finally gonna get to
Feats of
compete
brotherhood.
against you and,
Oh
and
gosh.
beat your ass.
I'm just
But-
ready to stretch
But
out
I feel like we stole Griffin's. Oh my god. Okay.
That was your drop the mic moment.
The
Dan.
invoice should go to D Tamborelli
At yahoo.com.
at yahoo.net. But we sort of cut Griffin's paws off, so let's give a big hand for Griffin Newman. So this is the point of the show where we normally play some games, have a little fun, and this
What?
every time.
What's wrong with that?
No, the fun is over. We're not having any more fun here. What? Oh yeah, no, I know how they work. I know how they work.
How do you know? How do you know how they work? Who
Y'all don't
are you?
remember us? You
Identify
don't remember us.
Identify
Stop
the
yourselves.
show.
Oh no,
I have a microphone now.
This is
Okay.
real upsetting.
Okay, go
Okay,
ahead.
you don't remember us. We were also child stars.
We're sisters.
Same time.
Okay, go ahead.
We were in the show, The Country Girls. You all remember this?
Yeah,
show, The
remember Country Girls?
On CMT.
We had
It
boots
was a
on,
great
and there was like
time.
a barn and
It was
some
wonderful.
haystacks
You
and
remember
stuff.
that?
Do you remember the
See,
Country Girls?
I don't recall.
Was that on Spike TV?
No, it was on CMT.
Yeah, it was on. It was a
Clearly-
family show, but
clearly CMT.
because you guys were supposed to be on our show,
You were gonna
right?
blow us up until have all these wonderful fans like y'all. You're gonna come.
We actually
You had inflatables?
No, we were gonna do.
I think she's talking about the Pete and Pete bump.
Oh,
Yes.
the
Right.
legendary.
Well, you know,
the
it's
legendary.
very
So way
legendary.
back
We used to
when-
sell. We used to sell
Who
a
knew
Pete
who
and
Iggy
Pete
Pop
bump. It was like
before
this
Pete and Pete?
high.
Am I right?
No. Believe it or not, way back when we were, country
Snuggle
gals,
ladies, country
we
gals.
had we had our very first Christmas special called Country Girls Christmas.
It was gonna be wonderful.
And we invited Pete and Pete
to come be on the show.
show.
It was gonna send us off into fame and infamy.
fame
forever.
Wait, this is
Fortune.
wait. This is coming back to me now.
Yeah.
Wait. We were supposed to fly to Nashville, but
Yeah.
they didn't have any passenger flights booked, so they put us on a FedEx freight plane. I remember this. They
I
put
don't
us
care
on a,
what your reason was
and they
for
sent
not
us to
making it.
Tucson.
No.
Yep. Then we got
That's
hung up.
right.
Then we got
That's
hung up.
right.
in-
We went to that club, the Tucson Two-Step.
Oh, okay. Yeah. We got all
you didn't
twisted
have your
up.
agent or manager or nobody call us. So
No.
Well,
I didn't see, but then I didn't
I
finish.
was-
I got
I
bitten
was
by a
late,
rattlesnake, and then Dan had to suck the poison out of my ankle.
Oh, that sounds hot.
Yeah.
That's Caddyshack 2, by the
That's
way.
what
That's
happened.
not true.
Wait, but
Well,
back
ever
to
since,
us.
ever since you guys didn't do our show tanked. It did not go well for us.
Oh, it doesn't
We
sound like
had
it's
to
our
turn-
fault.
No, it's definitely your fault.
Yeah.
Definitely your fault.
Because of you, we had to turn to whoring.
Yes.
Oh no.
We
That's
did.
all-
Well,
Hey,
We
don't
were
put
good
yourself.
old wholesome gals.
I don't want to be a part of
Don't
that.
put yourself down. You're good-looking gals.
Well, we were really cute 9-year-olds
We
too.
had to pay our rent. You know what I mean? That's how it was.
Cute 9-year-olds.
We got our act together. We are now Reformed Whores. We are doing a country musical band. ReformedWhores.com. Check us out.
That's us now. But way back when we were just a good old Christian country
we
boys.
are so angry, y'all. We need vengeance. We are here for some Christmas time vengeance.
Can we
Let's
just get,
wrestle.
Can we just get parody? I'll wrestle the blonde.
Oh, what's wrong with the brunette?
I look
She's
weaker.
standing next to him. Jeremy would probably
Every
just
time,
stab
all
one
I
of
ever
them.
want to do is compete against you, and
and
it
it
seems
never
like
happens.
every time
Every
we have
time.
to join forces and
Like
know.
Voltron
I
against
mean-
those.
We would like to get the audience involved and do it, and then every time it gets messed up. But I guess
What do you propose, Jeremy?
we'll do our normal thing, and if maybe you guys want to. It's weird to talk in the mic like this. Maybe you guys want to compete.
Maybe you should
against
take your
each
hair
other?
off and
Yeah,
pretend
we
you're
will
Paul
crush
Schaefer.
you.
Maybe that would make
We're
you.
gonna just
okay.
step on you and smash
wow.
your faces in.
Whoa!
Like good old country gals.
Sounds like you're
Good old
going down.
Crunch Gals.
Sounds like you're
Look,
going down.
I want to know why you guys are dressed up like that. I know
Because we could not get over this whole Christmas debacle. And every day since that Christmas special.
Because we invited you to
what
be on
year was this?
99.
Wow,
How do you think they paid for their bus fare here?
99.
Yes, 1999. We've been wearing these outfits since 1999.
That's terrible.
Wait.
Yeah.
Nice.
We invited you to be on our Country Gal Christmas show, and then you didn't show up, so we've been living in these things ever since.
Well, we got stuck with the Y2K bug, and there was that rattlesnake thing I mentioned earlier.
yeah.
Well, I feel like
We were
I
very.
feel like we owe it to them to
I think you
compete.
were. We were a thematic whoring team, if you can imagine. But
Thematic whores.
yeah.
Wait, so you-
Christmas whores.
you
But
been-
anyway,
I just have a quick question.
digress.
You've been wearing them since you were
Yeah, do you
children.
can you
Yes.
smell it?
No,
Yes.
not a
Can you
thing.
smell it?
No.
Well, there's that.
surprisingly,
There's
not at
that.
all.
That was gonna be my follow-up.
Smell-o-vision.
Were they?
For the listener.
In the first 3 rows, you will get ill.
Here's my question. This is an innocent question.
What is your
no.
question?
No.
What is
It's an innocent question.
Yes. Why do you smell beef?
I wasn't. That was my follow-up, as I said. My number one lead innocent question is: were they grossly oversized at the time, or were you very?
We were
tall
fat little
children?
kids. We were big old fat little
We don't
babies.
talk about that.
They were exactly the same
Don't
size.
body shame our little past
They were
selves.
exactly the same
Do y'all
size.
know about like foot binding and how like you can't grow? It's like that. We just didn't grow past
You know,
the Christmas outfit.
I cannot turn around because you will see my panties. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
We're
So
bursting
just
out of these things.
We gotta work.
I assumed.
We gotta work
assumed
this into the
breathable
competition.
Living denim was the answer. I thought that.
Oh,
just
it
kept-
grew with them.
Yeah,
Oh,
isn't that what
like
that?
a tree.
That's kinda
yeah.
Like a tree thing.
Or like Superman's costume is probably made
Yes,
of
was
some
the
kind of
blanket.
space. Yeah.
Right.
Stretchy.
He was
Like a spandex,
bundled
yeah.
in. Yeah.
All right.
No,
well,
we got skinnier. And yep.
okay.
Well, we
I
were
think the only way to settle this, maybe make everybody feel it's a holiday
Flip a coin?
season.
You want to flip a coin?
Yeah, and then just get out of here. No, let's do some games. Let's play some games. All right.
right.
First game is going to be a little test of your musical skills and your voiceover skills.
Oh, perfect.
We're going to watch a vintage holiday commercial
I call voiceover.
once through, and then you guys will have to watch it one more time silent and provide the voiceover and the music.
Dan, you do some sound and music on this one, okay?
So
It's
decide
fine,
amongst
but
yourselves.
you're really like, even though we're competing.
on, man,
I
we
feel
can
like
beat
it's
these
ladies,
whores.
It's ladies
We
first.
can beat these whores.
Oh boy.
You have beat.
You
Form.
should scream "beat these whores" on and be recorded.
We can defeat these whores.
Defeat. Yeah.
We are taking down the patriarchy now.
Thank you.
Smart alt to get
I'm
on.
just saying,
Yeah.
ladies
Yeah.
first. So.
Take
Okay.
3.
We don't need to
Take
go
3.
first, but because you offered, thank you.
All right, here we go. Here's the
Okay.
first one.
You want me to hold that?
And to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Here's one from Mom and Daddy, one Grandma came to bring, one from Uncle Charlie, and one from Burger King.
It's the Burger King doll.
This Christmas, your kids can have this colorful, cuddly Burger King doll free when you buy a book of 10 gift certificates for $5.
Add an extra touch to Christmas with a gift from Burger King.
I swear that looks like you.
I swear.
This
The
year,
doll
make
you're
it a
talking about?
This is a creepy.
The
So
doll.
that's it.
Yeah, he looks like the doll.
Here, you want me to hold? Here,
I'll just sort of.
It's okay.
Sorry.
We'll just no. You can't stand in front of the thing. Though.
I know I'm coming over. You gotta scoot.
You guys are already.
The whores are coming over.
Yes. Oh.
Jesus.
Okay.
Immediately regret this decision.
Reformed Whores, are you ready?
Red Rover, Red Rover.
All right, here we go.
Oh my God, I love that game. Okay.
Here it goes.
Let's play that. Oh my God!
This is the saddest Christmas ever. These creepy Santas are not what we expected. Our mamas told us.
She's just gonna do it.
What do you want to say? It's okay, you say it. Oh, I said, we don't sit in Santa's lap, they sit in ours.
That's exactly what I would have sang. So.
Yeah.
That was
Reformed Whores, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh yeah.
I'll say
This is a hard act to follow. I gotta say.
the fact that per this broadcast the Burger King commercial crossfades into Santa peeping through a Polaroid really added some dimension to that dark twist at the end of your song.
What's that?
This is a separate commercial. The trimming's not great.
Wait, huh? We're gonna do a different.
Oh, that's
I think you should do a different one. Yeah.
Oh wow. Okay.
Okay.
All
Sure.
right. Here it comes.
Here comes.
Griffin, obviously, you'll be judging between these two, so I think.
I've already began judging.
Great. Here it goes. Number 2. Danny and Mike, are you ready?
To help you celebrate the holidays with a chance of winning a present from Mario
Holy
in the
crap.
Pepsi Nintendo Holiday Game, where you could win one of thousands of terrific Nintendo prizes, like
This is
these
all right
action
so far.
sets,
I could do something with
game
this.
packs, and best of all, the sensational new Game Boy. So hurry up and play before it's all over.
Okay, I got this.
Look on specially marked cans and bottles of Pepsi and Diet
get your
Pepsi for your
Pepsi.
chance to win.
I guess that's it. All right, Danny and Mike, are you ready?
Dan, give me something like ethnic.
Yeah. Got it.
Okay.
It's okay. I know what he means. It's okay.
Just know that I am already
That's
judging.
our
I
nature,
have
so we
You're
can call
already
each-
judging.
began
We're
my
allowed
judging
to call
minutes
each other
ago.
that.
Here
We
it
can.
comes. Ready?
Are we ready? 3,
This is what he means by
2.
ethnic.
Here it is.
It's me, Mario. I'm here. I don't want your sloppy soda. I want the good. Give me the Coca-Cola. No, I hate this stuff. I take the people's souls. Hey, you want a toy? I take your soul. I take your soul. You sell up a toy. I take your soul. Game boy. Ah, Christmas, it's a fraud. Good game over, kid.
Not bad.
Wow.
Is that ethnic enough for you?
We are
Do you see why we're brothers?
Morona with an NNA and a Tamborelli at the end?
Do you get why
Is
we're
that all
brothers?
right?
Now do you get why we're brothers?
We are not.
Well, we are not brothers, but
We're
close
not
enough.
brothers.
Yeah.
That was beautiful. I'm crying.
All right,
That was
Griffin.
very touching.
Okay,
Very
we just
I mean,
lost.
It's
Nashville.
tough. I know it's tough. We've been in this position before, and it's all on you. It's on your shoulders. Who do you think won that battle?
I mean, I'll be honest. The second, Mike, you asked for something ethnic, I was deducting points already.
Right,
Just because
right.
it's 2017, you know? It's 2017. We're having a dialogue in this country.
It's not
This shows the age gap between
It does.
the two of us.
It does. But then,
too late to get a different judge.
but then,
He pulled it out.
when the singing began and I realized, oh, it's prejudiced against the Italians via Mario.
And you're cool with
Animated
that.
Italians.
I'm very cool with that. I think that's still objectively funny. I think that works. I gotta admit, I'm a sucker for it. And I think, I don't think it's mean because Mario is an exemplar of the Italian American in our world today. I mean, look at the.
Some
He's
say
based on a
Mario
real
and I
person.
say
He's based on a real
Mario,
person.
So.
It's based on a real person, Mario. He's had, I mean, a very
Have him
long
pronounce
career.
it. Have him pronounce
I
it.
did. I already just said it. I said Mario.
It's
Yeah,
which
I'm
is not
sorry.
which
Super
is
Mario?
not,
It's just the way
not
Super
right.
Mario, Wario.
You can go back to
He was the other guy,
It's
Wario.
like asking an Australian to say Rhizoblind.
I mean, I gotta say, I loved the sort of chilling cliffhanger at the end of the Reformed Whores song.
You
I-
can say whores. It's fine.
Whores.
Like how depressing Christmas was? Yeah. That
And
gave
the
me
fact
like
that
a
Santa was sitting on their lap. I mean, it's opening up a new book, but I just didn't feel a narrative closure there. I had too many questions remaining at the end of the song, whereas Mario, I think I know everything about that
We have
guy.
lots of questions about that too.
I gotta give the
Santa
point.
sat on our laps.
All right,
so
who-
it's just
Oh, I'm sorry.
So you already heard it. You don't have to rub it in.
Sure.
The winner of this competition?
It goes to prejudice against the Italians.
Oh, Danny and Mike.
We have a team name. It's a team name. It's our team. It's our team. It's our trivia. It's our quiz night.
We're PAIs.
We get 10. You get 9. You get 9.
Just warming up.
Yeah, that's all right. You get one. We're gonna win.
Okay.
So it's fine.
Jeremy, there's got to be another good event in this this battle of the wills.
I'm glad you brought that up, Michael. I think.
Oh, that's from last time when we fought those 2 wills. This is.
That's funny.
Yeah, Defoe and
shots fired. So our second game, obviously, Danny and Mike 1-0, home team up 1.
Yes.
This next game is going to be, can you decorate a person?
We
so
can
one person is going to
decorate with the DE, ladies. Jeez, get your minds out of the gutter. Am I right?
That was actually your.
So you don't necessarily need a microphone, but you do need a thing of tape and some.
Do you have
wrapping
paper, or are we supposed to bring it?
You didn't bring the tape?
The type of tape that you brought.
You guys didn't read the.
Oh, no, Mike. Mike. Michael.
It's true, though. It won't stick to the same.
No, we got tape. We got tape. But bonus points.
She travels.
So one person is going to be being wrapped, and that person will be making an ornament for the top. So Griffin, you're going to have to judge between which present you like more.
I think that because.
Okay. Wrapping, and then the one person is wrapping, one person is making the bow for the top.
But I'm judging the final presentation of the full thing.
I think you can take it all in.
Okay.
Crunchiness.
Okay. So it's process and product.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Since I'm already wearing a plaid shirt, are you going to wrap me with the wrapping paper?
It's up to you. Do you want to be wrapped?
Or have.
You know what I mean?
I don't have a choice. This guy. Do you have scissors, Jeremy, or we're just going to do this?
No, you just do it.
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. Wow.
Well, here we go.
And go.
Wrap me.
No, it's fine.
No, we want them to know that it's a surprise, but it's still you.
So far, so good.
Here are $10 rolls.
I'm not made of money.
Okay, one final.
$15 minutes left on the clock.
All right, time to put the top on here. Looks like Danny and Mike already has it. And that's it. Let's give him a round of applause. That is something special. That is something special. Very nice work. Now, Mr. Newman, no bigs.
Judge the Christmas trees. No, I've already been to jail once.
What he said something about Jews.
I've already been banned from Twitter a couple of times.
Mike, I want to remind you there's only one group you're allowed to be prejudiced against on this
Italian,
stage. Yep.
Animated Italians.
And I'll stick to it. Okay.
All right, Griffin, what do you think? So we have whatever.
I can't breathe.
This right here, the Reformed Whores have nice green wrapping paper.
Wow.
And sort of a bow.
Wow.
Yep, she's working
We
it. And
we
then-
know we both were debutantes, and this is exactly what we wore. In the South, you know.
Sure.
And then the Danny and Mike
sorry.
contribution is a very nice plaid red.
I would just like to say that the bow on top is really what does it for me.
How did you get the? Yeah.
Well,
I call this.
You got it through the hole.
Yes.
What?
I got it through the hole. Yeah, that happens sometimes. Not all the time,
Yeah.
but most of the time.
It is easier for a camel to get through the eye of a needle than a rich man to get into heaven.
Wow, coming from that package, that sounded really weird.
Was that?
Thanks, I get that a lot.
Okay,
Does that
Griffin.
also have to do with Jewish people?
Oh, Michael.
Deduct points.
So,
I'll even say deduct points from our own
I'm
team.
deducting
Jesus,
a point
Michael.
there.
So just to recap, Danny and Mike are up 1-0.
Yes.
So
Yeah, Reformed Whores are crushing it right now.
need to win this one.
We don't know math. but
They
no.
need this. So,
Sure. Okay, so I'm going to run down a couple different elements here, okay? First of all, as Mike verbalized loudly and often, his face was exposed for most of the wrapping process, which really kind of killed the surprise of the gift, you know? Uh-huh. If I'm thinking about it from that angle, a thing I like that Team TR Dubs did was cover that face right off the bat. I forgot who was under there immediately.
Right.
Whereas I never lost track of Mike here. I never lost track of Mike.
I should have been in front instead of behind.
Yes. Now, that having been said, I'd say Mike really kind of nailed the ornament. He got it done quickly. It was placed quickly. Whereas for Team TRW, that came a little after the fact. There was a struggle to even get it on there. That having been said, look at that ornament, which is now free hanging off of the front with tape, whereas Mike has to be holding the ornament with his hand, and the tape is merely holding his hand in place.
For the listeners.
Damn it, Michael!
Well, now I really see his face.
Wow.
And I gotta add, two other notes. Team PAI got a point deducted because, Danny, you did hit me in the face with a paper tube.
Never hit the judge.
You did apologize. You were raised well. I'll give you a point back for that.
I did say sorry. I did.
You get a point back.
Okay.
You lose 1 point. You gain 1 point.
Okay.
But I have to say, 'tis the season. I want something that evokes the time of year. And I'm looking over here at this presentation, and I see a Christmas tree. It reminds me of this time of year. It looks like a noble tree from Oregon, and I got to give the point to the horse.
Something
All right,
like
that
this
mean-
would be like $200 here.
This is a gluten-free
That
noble
means
tree.
the winner of this round?
It's the horse. The
It's
horse.
the horse. It's the reformed horse.
Gotta go with the horse,
Horse
Jeremy.
gets the point. Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah.
Okay, well,
Oh my God! What a surprise!
Well done.
I had no idea.
I know when I'm licked or wrapped, as the case may be.
Okay, so I think the
your
only way
microphone
to truly wrap this up
Are we in tiebreaker zone?
Yes. Dead tie.
Okay.
Dead tie.
is to have a battle, a bit of a
TB
music
zone,
battle.
which is a PSA that Danny did for tuberculosis.
No, it was not. It was hepatitis B. Also, I'm just glad we used all this wrapping paper because Jeremy paid for it, and I didn't want him to use any extra for his own personal stuff.
Okay. Just because if you get a present from me and it's a little wrinkled, don't think anything of it. Okay, our next game is going to be a bit of a sing-off or a music off or something. Anyway, we're going to have two different buckets. They're not buckets, but they're these things. And in one bucket is Christmas song standards, and in another one is sexy situations. Now,
Jeremy, everybody!
I know somebody had to come up with this idea.
Gentlemen, go first.
For the listeners at home, there is a hat and a stocking.
We call them
They ain't no buckets.
that's right. No buckets.
Short walk to those two
So,
icons of Christmas.
They'll each be performing a version of a Christmas song or holiday song. With,
For the listener, Danny is getting the sexy situation, and I'm getting the standard.
You're wrong about that.
Oh.
Okay.
1 point deducted.
So, do we? Okay, so now how does it go? Do we not tell the other person?
I think you should not only tell it, we should tell the audience.
No, I think we should not tell the other person that we're doing
One
a
second,
song
we
with.
need to brainstorm this real quick. He just wants to make it sexy, so we'll do that. Not going to tell the other person.
Okay.
Okay, and
I think this is the type of one I might have to share with my fellow.
We could share. It's
with
fine.
my fellow conferee.
You're changing and stuff on the spot. I don't know if it's working.
Jeremy, I gotta say, unfortunately,
What's
I am deducting you 1 point for not brainstorming in
Those
advance.
will go together. Those will go together.
Sloppy stagecraft.
Do you want to let the horse select before we
let's do that. That's a good idea.
ruin music forever?
Select two, but we're gonna share because that's what we do is we share. Thank you for the support. All right, here we go.
Oh, Dan,
Mike.
do you
Here
want
we
just
go.
a reminder as to what our topics are for the audience? It was the form of Jingle Bells and the shape of Salvation Sex Army.
Okay,
Without further ado,
here we go.
Kicking out the poor, denying trans identity, selling shitty clothes for expensive prices. I met her in the bathroom on 46th and 10th. When we were done, she threw my body in the railroad tracks. Sex, salvation, salvation, Salvation Army. Sexy times don't really rhyme, and that's the death of me.
Okay.
Wow, are y'all coming out with a Christmas album?
I think you are.
That's not very nice.
My ears are bleeding.
That's not very nice. Hey, I hit most of the right notes,
She had
okay?
blood coming out of...
Just because you guys are now professionals who used to be professionals.
That was good.
They're trained.
Yeah. Okay, I just, I don't get that often, but when it happens, I have to share it with the world.
Give it up, ukulele.
So let's give it up for Danny and Mike real quick. That was pretty good. Griffin, I hope you took all that in. You let it seep in.
But don't vomit.
I won't. No, I'm
Now-
just gonna keep it down for a little longer.
Do you want
So here's the See, here's the thing. We are
gets
sisters from
aggressive.
another mister, and we are. Not everybody knows this, but we just can mind meld.
Wow.
We're gonna mind meld this the fuck out of this next song.
We're gonna sing it together at the same time.
Exactly, and you're gonna watch just magic.
Acapella?
Totally acapella.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll harmonize.
Would you like
Maybe.
Southwestern, so it could be guacapella?
We know.
Okay.
Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I wanna spin you by the fire. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I'm gonna do it by the fire. Dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. I'm gonna put you down on the rug and do you. Dreidel, what's a dreidel? Is it a vibrator? Is it a vibrator? Is it a vibrator?
I'm sure it definitely is.
Does it
It's
need
like-
batteries?
it's
Does
like
it vibrate?
It's a Christmas vibrator, and that's what my mama told me.
A dreidel, dreidel,
I like the spoken
dreidel. You need batteries.
This is more Marie singing now. It's just like, yeah, I know what you're gonna say.
Sure.
All right, big ending.
The end.
What? No.
One mind.
Our Hanukkah album is coming out this week. Check us out on
So,
iTunes.
what were on the cards, by the way? That
Oh, it's the dreidel song?
Oh,
I think we
obviously
should
the
guess.
dreidel song.
I think
yes.
we should. I think we should guess.
and
It
then
was Frosty the Snowman. And
There
Oh,
was one
let's
do it by
Jewish
the
person
fire.
Do
in
it
my
by the
town
fire.
where I
Let's do it by
came
the
from.
fire.
Oh, yeah. I knew there was
going
gonna
to
be-
so dreidel song and Let's Do It by the Fire, which we
okay,
also
very
sang.
nice, very nice.
We just did.
Yeah. Duh.
Reformed Horse.
Great.
Seems like you're
Yeah.
pandering to the judge with that song.
We are also
was a random
professional
pick.
musical improvisers. We don't take
Clearly.
months to write a song.
Mind
We just
meld.
write it.
Mind meld.
I also didn't know that a
just
dreidel
happens.
was a pre-battery vibrator. That's interesting.
Didn't either.
That's something I learned today.
Right, I've
5,000 years.
You're welcome.
I didn't know
Thank
it's
you.
a tradition to spin the dreidel as close to the fire as you can.
Gotta get it warm. You don't want to get it cold.
You make it out of clay, you take it out of the fire, and then you put it right back
There's
next
no-
to
You
it.
know how that cold dreidel can feel.
Man, man, do I? Don't want to put that in your butt. That is not proper.
Well, there's a lot of stuff to weigh here. I mean, I gotta give props to the Reform Horrors. This song is just out and out a banger. I mean, it's a killer beat. We were all tapping our feet. It just had a real propulsive rhythm to it. Some points deducted for some moments where I heard things that were not words. And I would say it was not just the effect of the two of you saying something different at the same time, but even more so the effect of each of you saying something that wasn't a word at the same time to make one mega
I would give a
non-word.
point for that.
Artistic choices.
Artistic choices,
I'm just
artistic
saying.
choices. You do get some Jew points. I appreciate the shout outs. I appreciate the representation.
Love
You're
them.
welcome.
Love that.
Now, Team PAI took some big swings on this one because right out the gate, Mike was coming out with sort of like a Randy Newman kind of bent. This is a very satirical song. He's singing in the voice of the non-woke. He's verbalizing.
Oh.
You know? The
Sleepwalking
ills of our
almost.
country today. Which I kind of think is maybe the song we need.
We need
you
to
know?
hear. You gotta hear.
I mean, if I could be honest, Reformators, that was the song I want, but maybe it's not a time for want. You know, I know it's Christmas.
This
it's
is
time
not a
giving,
year.
receiving.
I agree.
This is a time to make the hard decisions. And
The Reformed whores giving and receiving. I get it.
okay,
Okay.
Danny, I was about to give you a point, but now you just lost a point off of that.
Wait, maybe they're like
just
maybe
won.
like they're like dessert. No, they're like dessert, and we're Brussels sprouts. We're good for the world.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
We'd like to thank our moms.
And our moms.
See how our minds were just almost melted?
Wouldn't you like to thank us for rejecting you all those years ago?
You know what would make it up to us if we could pick a prize? If we could all just like serenade you with a little ditty. Is that
Oh, that's
Yeah.
a great idea.
I think
If that's a prize,
That's a great idea.
is that a prize that everybody can get behind?
That's a great idea.
I think that's both what we need and what
That's
we want.
Yeah.
more than a consolation.
And before we do that, Griffin Newman, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh my God.
What an
Danny
excellent
Tamborelli.
judge. Thank you.
Michael C. Morona. And the Reformed Whores.
Yeah.
Producer
you all.
of Jeremy.
Hello. Thank you all for coming out. Let's jam out to some music.
Yeah, we're gonna rock out. We're gonna play. We have to ask your permission, actually.
Yeah, I know. We
For this
legally
song.
we are required to ask your
ASCAP.
permission if we can do that.
Don't take this the wrong way.
We plugging it? No, we're just gonna do this acoustic, cause.
Let's just do it acoustic. It'll be great.
All right.
So what do we got to ask him, Marie?
We have to ask you 2 microphones. All right.
I mean, we used to blow mics and now we sing into them, so we're used to this. It's fine.
Before this song, we do have to ask every audience, how dirty can we get?
Oh yeah.
Are you sure?
English lady in the
We don't know
audience.
y'all very well. We just want to make sure nobody's gonna call. We want to get consent. You know what I mean?
Yes, well, it's all
a
about
hot
consent.
hot
yes,
topic
for
right
sure,
now.
For sure.
Okay, cool. So we can get dirty. That's good.
Yes,
Okay,
okay.
good. Because we have this song is
Yeah.
about something everybody does.
That's right. I know that you all do it. I know you do.
Oh my God, Katie!
What?
I bet you some of them are gonna do it tonight.
Oh, if you're lucky, you're gonna do it tonight. We'll just do this song. That's fine. Okay.
There seems to be a common misconception around the subject of a lady's rectum. Some people say that girls don't defecate.
But we're here to tell you that that ain't true. Girls do indeed go number 2. Yep, you heard us right. Girls poop too.
Girls poop too. This message is long overdue. Whoever said we don't ain't got a clue. Girls poop too. Don't be scared, it's natural, tain't taboo. And a fact's a fact, it's true that girls poop too. Some girls try to hold it in, others blame their stink-on friends, and some just sneak away to unload.
But one way or another, brother, a girl has gotta drop that mother, 'cause Lord knows if she didn't, she'd explode.
Girls poop too. We hate to break the news to you, but that and there ain't no chocolate fondue. Girls poop too. We cook up a mean poop stew, and a fact's a fact, it's true that girls poop too.
Break it down for them, Marie.
Take it, Katie! Oh, I like that last one.
Yeah, it felt good.
So ladies, stand up and be proud. If he walks into your fart cloud, just look him in the eye and say, yeah, that was me.
Drop those kids off at the pool. Make a log, build a stool. Just be glad we don't go number 3.
What's that?
I don't know.
Girls poop too. We do what we gotta do, tootin' toots with our butt kazoo. Girls poop too. A brown canoe is coming through, and a fact's a fact, it's true that girls poop too. A fact's a fact, it's true that girls poop too. Thank you so much.
Reformed Whores, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you. We are Reformed Whores. We have our Christmas show here at Union Hall on December 14th. I just want to say that.
In their 9-year-old outfits. Thank you all for coming out so much. Tip your waiters or bartenders, and we'll see you again very soon. We're at Danny and Mike podcast or DannyandMike.com, or you can check it out on Feral Audio or exactly, Mike. And at D. Morelli, at Remy Balin. I do another podcast called Fresh Beef, and then at Michael C. Morona. Give us a shout. Thank you all so much for coming.
Words that'll never